Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You're looking at beautiful Paris, France. As we have arrived for WWE Backlash, Raw and SmackDown superstars are ready to show the world, as this is the first premium live event for LyonsGamez Universe Mode. 80,000 strong in the WWE Universe in a jam-packed Stade de France. Welcome to Backlash.
Welcome everyone, as we finally have arrived here in Paris, France for WWE Backlash. And ladies and gentlemen, we are kicking the night off with the CEO of the WWE. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Triple H. We finally have arrived, as this is Raw and SmackDown first premium live event, ladies and gentlemen, as this is Backlash. Tonight we will witness history. We will crown our first World Heavyweight Champion between Damian, Balor, and Gunther. We will see a triple threat match for the Undisputed WWE Championship. Cody, Rhodes, CM Punk, and Kevin Owens. A last man standing match as well between Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. Ladies and gentlemen, this has WrestleMania vibes here in the Stade de France. 80,000 strong, as Triple H has started something big here in the LyonsGamez Revolution for Universe Mode in 2K25. We are expanding, and we are here in Paris. And Triple H is here tonight as we begin this new era of the LyonsGamez Universe Mode. We know what's in store. We have championship matches. We have a tag match in a reunion of Seth, Freakin, Rollins, and Roman Reigns. Tonight has WrestleMania vibes. However, though it's not WrestleMania season, it does feel like it, though, here in Paris, France for Backlash. Let's see what Triple H has to say.
WE Universe, welcome to Paris, France. This is just the beginning of this new era here on LyonsGamez Universe Mode, as we are live for the first premium live event, Raw and SmackDown. The energy in this arena, the crowd is here. We are ready to begin a new era as we welcome each and every one of you. So with the thousands in attendance to the millions watching at home, are you ready? No, I said, are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Welcome to WWE Backlash.
Let's go. What? Triple H is hyping everyone here tonight in Paris, France, as we await our first match of the night, ladies and gentlemen. We have concluded a United States Championship tournament. We're about to find out who becomes the first United States champion. Will it be Damian Priest or Carmelo Hayes? That match is coming up next. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our first match of the evening. It is for the United States Championship. A tournament was held throughout SmackDown.
Making his way to the ring from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 210 pounds, Carmelo Hayes.
Now, Carmelo Hayes, a man who just had a match against Andrade this past Friday night on SmackDown. I mean, Carmelo Hayes may have momentum on his side. However, is he 100%? But Carmelo Hayes has no sleep for the weary here in this match because he is about to face a man who is about dominating his opponents. And we saw him dominate his way. Speaking of Andrade, it was Damian Priest who defeated Andrade to move to the semifinals against L.A. Knight. And Damian Priest has arrived here to the finals tonight against Carmelo Hayes, who will walk out of Paris, France as the United States champion. I did mention on Friday Night SmackDown, I'm not a betting man, but I believe Damian Priest has what it takes to be a dominating champion. All rise, ladies and gentlemen, for the Archer of Infamy.
New York City, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest.
Damian Priest is focused. He has Carmelo Hayes in his sight here tonight as we begin Backlash. And Damian Priest definitely, look at him. This guy has championship material written all over him, but so does Carmelo Hayes. I mean, if Carmelo Hayes can find a way to pull a trick out of his sleeves, then as Carmelo Hayes says, he is him, and could he be the first United States champion? We're also going to see the Intercontinental Championship on the line tonight between Sheamus and Solo Sikoa. That should be a banger, as you will, fella. And we will crown our first WWE Women's Champion in Tiffany Stratton and Bianca Belair later tonight. But we begin with the United States Champion, concluding a United States Championship tournament throughout the first few episodes of Friday Night SmackDown here in LyonsGamez Universe Mode. This is our first premium live event, ladies and gentlemen, and we are live from Paris, France. We're about to begin as Damian Priest and Carmelo Hayes, and the bell is rung as this match starting in Damian Priest's favor. Now a tie-up here between the two. But of course you can see there's a size difference as Damian Priest, as I said, he is here to bring his dominant factor. But Carmelo Hayes, he's agile and he's quick. And technical as well, as these two again against the ropes, and the referee Chad Patton has to break them up, but Damian Priest there with the cheap shot. And a springboard crossbody, no connection there. Priest is smacking him out of the way mid-air. Now working that arm of Carmelo Hayes. Both men, I don't know what, Hayes was looking for a drop kick. Now Priest just inverting Carmelo Hayes there with that inverted suplex. Damian Priest has a hold of Hayes up against the ropes here. Now using his dominating factor, just working the arm, using the ropes as leverage. And a nice Hurricane Rana there by Hayes. Now stomping on the face of Priest as Priest is down, in the springboard moonsault by Hayes there. Beautiful counter by Hayes as Hayes taking to the outside. Damian Priest trying to recuperate, but Hayes is working the leg, trying to take away that stance of Damian Priest. But the Archer of Infamy is here to make a statement against his opponent. My question would be, whoever wins this match, what would be next? Who would be the first in line at a shot at the United States Championship? Of course, we've seen throughout the tournament of who SmackDown has. Of course, there's LA Knight, there's Shinsuke Nakamura, Trick Williams, Andrade, Santos Escobar. The names of SmackDown have just been listed there throughout the United States Championship tournament that we've seen. But these two have made it to the finals. And of course, like I said, Carmelo Hayes just competed this past Friday night on SmackDown. Is he 100%? Damian Priest, of course, was already here in France. Well, excuse me, sorry. That SmackDown was in Lyon, France. But Damian Priest was already here in Paris. So he was getting ready mentally. But of course, Carmelo Hayes was getting ready physically with a tune-up match. Went for that forearm by Hayes, trying to use his quickness here. Now sending Priest back into the ropes. Both men are working well in this match already, but as I just said, that a counter there by Priest, but Carmelo Hayes was trying to utilize some strength there, but I feel Damian Priest is just a little too big here in the favor against Carmelo Hayes. And now Priest, double chop slap across the head, followed, trying to drop him down. Almost a backbreaker. I thought it was going to be a back suplex, but he tossed him like a ragdoll. Went for that uppercut there and a punch to his face. Again with that uppercut. And Damian Priest in trouble as Hayes trying to fight back now. Hayes went for a drop kick. Damian Priest sending Hayes in the corner. And up and over has Hayes. Damian Priest from the top. And dropping him with a Hurricane Rana from the top. With a cover, middle of the ring here. 1, 2, and almost a 3 count, excuse me. As Carmelo Hayes fights out of the 2.5 there. One for the big boot there, goes Hayes to the outside. What a matchup here to start us off for Backlash. The United States Championship is on the line. Who will be our first champion? Of course, like I said, we started this universe mode without any champions, and by the end of tonight, we will have our determined champions for both respective brands. Of course, over on Monday Night Raw, we have the Intercontinental Champion Sheamus, who's in action tonight. Rhea Ripley, who is unfortunately not here, but she will be on Monday Night Raw defending the Women's World Championship against Becky Lynch. And we will find out our world champion later tonight. Over on SmackDown, our undisputed WWE Champion Kevin Owens has a busy night against Cody Rhodes and CM Punk in a triple threat. Bianca, Belair, and Tiffany Stratton. And can't forget the tag team titles as well. Raw has the Judgment Day, JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio. And over on SmackDown, the Street Profits and South of Heaven. Is this it? Will we see our United States Champion here? 1, 2, and again Carmelo Hayes fights out at 2.5, and Priest can't believe it. What a matchup. Carmelo Hayes is showing to Damian Priest that he's not giving up just yet in this tournament. This is the finals. As Carmelo Hayes dropped him down. But Hayes trying to find an opportunity. Went for the double knees. But Priest caught him from behind. And there's that swinging neck breaker. Shades of a Cody cutter. Or I guess a crossroads, sorry, excuse me. Now Damian Priest fired up here in front of the WWE Universe. What is next for Priest? But there's the double knees by Hayes. Could this be it? 1 and a kick out of 1, and you can just see above the eyebrow of Carmelo Hayes, he is busted open. But that is not stopping the future of the United States Championship. Priest again with the big strikes up and over. Looking for the Broderick. Shout out to a former superstar, Matt Riddle, as you will. He was in the old series, and he was a United States champion as well. But of course, Damian Priest now looking to finish this off. And from behind, with a huge forearm across the head, adding more damage to that open wound of Carmelo Hayes. Now Priest. What is Priest looking to do? Is Hayes on the outside. Priest has his eyes set out on Hayes on the outside with a suicide dive by Hayes. Moved out of the way just in time. And now sending him over to the barricade. What a matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Now, against the barricade, Damian Priest looking to just drop Hayes right across that hard surface of the barricade, right in front of the front row. And a count of 5 by Chad Patton. This match, hopefully we don't see a double count out. Count of 7, you guys might want to get back inside the ring now. And Damian Priest trying to get his opponent back in. And there's Carmelo Hayes with a count of 8. With a super kick by Priest, a little distraction. And Priest setting it up again with a South of Heaven for the second time. That has to be it. 1, 2, 3. And we have a brand new first United States champion and Damian Priest. Carmelo Hayes, I mean, like I thought, he might have not been 100% heading into this match after that tune-up match on SmackDown. But Damian Priest utilizing his advantage with his dominant factor. Carmelo Hayes had an opportunity at one point to capitalize, but in the end, Damian Priest, not one, but 2 South of Heavens, giving him the 3-count victory. Now, Damian Priest will leave Backlash here tonight as SmackDown's first United States champion in this new series of LyonsGamez Universe Mode. Now, despite how this first match went, I can't expect that we're going to see more bangers throughout the night. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it's a reunion, as you will, between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. As there was a message sent at the hands of Karrion Kross that the authors of pain are looking to decimate Reigns and Rollins because the future of Reigns and Rollins is uncertain. And the authors of pain will write their future here tonight, possibly. So we got tag team action coming up next here for Backlash. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got more action. And here it comes. Making their debut or a return. I think they were in my old series, but they are here making a debut here in Paris, France. The authors of pain, but hey, there's no Karrion Kross. That's weird. Karrion Kross said he was going to be here tonight with his authors of pain. I don't know where Karrion Kross is.
Is a tag team match scheduled for one fall, making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 620 pounds. Akon and Razor, the authors of pain.
Well, this match, there's not really a lot of build-up to it. However, a couple of weeks ago on our first episode of Monday Night Raw, we saw that Seth Rollins was involved in a triple threat with Roman Reigns and Gunther to determine who moves on here tonight for the world title. However, Gunther won that match, but between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, their future was unknown. What would we expect out of the two? We know Roman wasn't on Raw for a few episodes, and Seth Rollins was attacked at the hands of Karrion Kross, and Karrion Kross said he was sending a message to Roman Reigns because he knew what they were about in the past. They were brothers. They were part of the Shield. And of course, one certain individual who is not here in this universe mode, I'm going to say his name, but he goes by Jon Moxley these days. But we know that the Shield were a dominant trio back in the day. And Karrion Kross, he believes that now with Roman being the tribal chief and Seth Rollins being a visionary, but what is their future here on Monday Night Raw? They aren't here tonight competing for gold. And Roman Reigns was going to return to Raw to address what Karrion Kross had said, especially that Seth Rollins offered any assistance to Roman Reigns in the future. However,
From Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the OTC Roman Reigns.
and then on Monday Night Raw, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins were blindsided by the authors of pain. Karrion Kross sent a message strong as well. So here tonight, we find out what is next for Roman Reigns and Seth Freakin Rollins. what does their future hold in store for Monday Night Raw? They are not competing for gold here tonight, but they decided maybe they need to rekindle their past and bring it here tonight for Backlash. A Shield reunion, as you will, despite they are in their own personas. And my question is, where's Paul Heyman? Because we know Paul Heyman usually is the special counsel for the tribal chief. Or maybe Roman Reigns decided to come out here alone. Can he trust Seth Rollins? So that's the question, because these two were involved in a triple threat on the first episode of Monday Night Raw. But it seems to me that here in Paris, France, they do acknowledge the OTC. So throw them up in the air, ladies and gentlemen, if you acknowledge your tribal chief. Now in the old series, Roman Reigns was a dominant champion, and I guarantee you, at some point this time around, Roman Reigns will get back into the title picture. But for now, his future will be written here tonight. What is next for Roman Reigns? What is next for Seth Rollins? The Authors of Pain are here tonight to write their future. But I know that Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, deep down inside, they can overcome this challenge. No doubt about that. But the question is still in the air. Where is Karrion Kross? As Seth freaking Rollins has arrived here tonight for Backlash.
And from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth Freakin Rollins!
You can hear the crowd singing his song as Seth freaking Rollins has arrived in fashion. Of course, he is a visionary, he is a revolutionary, and he is Seth freaking Rollins. Ha ha ha. But ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins did offer any assistance for Roman Reigns. But I do feel that Karrion Kross's message was more to Roman, as you will. So in a way, we'll find out exactly what happens in this tag team match. No Karrion Kross to be in sight. No Paul Heyman. This is insane, ladies and gentlemen. A reunion, as you will, between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. And just as you see, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Our next premium live event will be WWE Money in the Bank. And that is going to be a favorite PLE, in my opinion. We are going to see superstars climb those ladders and have an opportunity to retrieve a briefcase. And of course, inside that briefcase will be a contract for either the World Heavyweight Championship or the Undisputed WWE Championship, both for the men and the women's. So that will be a very interesting premium live event when we come back around for pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. Now Seth Rollins, I believe that is Rezar in the ring with Seth Rollins, dropping him with the Hurricane Rana, trying to go after the big man. And of course, you can see the sizes of Akam and Rezar, Authors of Pain. And they are looking to write the future for Reigns and Rollins here tonight. But you can kind of see that Reigns and Rollins kind of have matching gears, color in a way. They got the black and the white. But I mean, can they still trust each other here tonight? There's a Yarnagi by Reigns. But my question is remaining, where is Karrion Kross? He said he was going to be here ringside and support his Authors of Pain, but I haven't really seen where he is here tonight. And acknowledging the tribal chief here in Paris, France, of Roman Reigns, busting open Akam. Or is that still Rezar? I can't remember. As Roman just laying the ground and pound. I believe it is Akam now inside this match and busted open as a tag made to Seth freaking Rollins. Now will we see one of these two superstars, Roman Reigns and Seth freaking Rollins, compete at Money in the Bank? Of course, we're going to start qualification matches on the next episode of Monday Night Raw. And Seth Rollins with that enziguri going after Akam, sorry. Akam trying to take a cheap shot to Roman, trying to survive here in this battle, this tag team match here tonight. And up and over. What is Akam looking? There's a Samoan drop right in front of the Tribal Chief. And an enziguri there by Rollins. What a counter. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I got some breaking news. I know this match is going on, but this is weird for a PLE, but we gotta send the cameras backstage. There's something going on back there. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen, there's Karrion Kross and wait. Is that who I think it? That's Jon Moxley, ladies and gentlemen. What the hell? Are we seriously in the sights of a Shield reunion? We got Jon Moxley here attacking Karrion Kross. This is out in the parking lot here at the Stade de France. And we're supposed to be witnessing a tag team match right now, but I was told to be watching the camera footage here. And Jon Moxley is just attacking Karrion Kross backstage. There's no security whatsoever back there. I mean, this is during a tag team match. But ladies and gentlemen, it seemed to me that Jon Moxley has returned. And it seemed to me that he's got backup. He's the backup for Roman Reigns and Seth freaking Rollins in this warfare. But what the hell? Now he's got Karrion Kross in a sleeper hold. Oh my God, Jon Moxley's back, ladies and gentlemen. And we are back, of course, during this match. Seth Rollins still going after Akam. My goodness gracious, ladies and gentlemen. What a night this has turned around. Jon Moxley is back, and I guess that's where we found Karrion Kross. He was getting his ass kicked at the hands of Jon Moxley. But, ladies and gentlemen, I can say that the Shield is back in live and living color here in the WWE, here in LyonsGamez Universe mode. That was very unexpected. I was not expecting that. So it looks like that Rollins and Reigns are now being a cohesive unit, as we now know that their brother has returned. That is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited to see what the future unfolds. For now, the reuniting Shield. As Roman Reigns, what the back suplex. And now Roman Reigns going after Rezar as Akam bloodied and everything. I believe he was still busted open. Headbutt to the Tribal Chief. And now Roman trying to fight Akam. But I believe that Rezar is the active, I believe Akam had made a tag. Yeah, Rezar is Akam's still the legal man. I wasn't sure what's going on. There's a lot of chaos happening right now in this match. But I can see why Karrion Kross believes that he wants to bring out what Roman Reigns used to be, and same with Seth Rollins. And we're seeing that against Roman here. Despite he is still the Tribal Chief, but we are seeing that big dog mentality that the Shield used to have. And Roman Reigns looking to make a tag. Maybe not breaking the 10 count, that's for sure. Laying waste, you can see the pile of blood over by the barricade at the head of Akam. And was trying to fight off Roman here on the outside. Count of 3 by the referee. Now Roman just trying to go after Akam in the corner. Rezar watching in. What a tag team match this is. Despite that, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are not competing here for any gold, but I can tell you that they definitely will potentially bring championships around their waist in the future. As Razor with a devastating powerbomb there to Rollins. Trying to turn the tables around for his team here. So I thought maybe Jon Moxley would have came out here, but I guess I just was told that there's been security to break up their dispute backstage out in the parking lot. That is crazy to see a parking lot brawl during a premium live event. But anything can happen here in LyonsGamez Universe mode, ladies and gentlemen, especially tonight here in Paris, France. We did see Damian Priest become United States Champion. As Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are hoping to near a victory here tonight. They have been working well in this tag team match. It seemed to me, Akam and Razor, they're kind of more worried about carrying Cross than trying to focus on what's in front of them. And Roman just ate a clothesline, and I believe Razor was laying in... Oh no, that's Akam still, sorry. That was on the outside, still bleeding from his head. But nothing stopping these animals from trying to take out Reigns and Rollins. And now Reigns with the multiple clotheslines in the corner, taking down Razor. And again, a back suplex taking out Akam. Trying to keep the numbers advantage up for Reigns and Rollins. Roman Reigns went for an uppercut, but Razor caught him with a belly-to-belly, tossing him across the ring. That jumping elbow. Now just slamming the neck of Reigns against the mat. And he is fired up. Are we going to see a devastating chokeslam here at the hand of Razor? Roman Reigns in trouble. Seth Rollins trying to make a save. There's a springboard knee, making a save for his brethren. Now Rollins, not the legal man though. Going after Razor, in trouble with the pedigree. Referee telling Rollins to get back to his corner, and now Reigns fired up here as Reigns with a spear after that pedigree by Rollins. The devastation here at the hands of Reigns and Rollins in this tag team match. Like I said, there wasn't very much build-up. But, I mean, these two, they don't have to have a lot of build-up. Now Rollins going after Razor. That forearm smash. And now Razor in trouble with a curb stomp, getting caught into the cutter. Shades of Randy Orton's RKO. And there's a Uranagi. Reigns making a save for Rollins and going after Akam. Rollins after that leg drop. And just like that, kind of an awkward way to finish this match, but either way, Reigns and Rollins bringing a fight to the Authors of Pain. They know what's in sight for the future. And it seems to me, ladies and gentlemen, that the future of Monday Night Raw, the Hounds of Justice, have been unleashed once again. Jon Moxley making a return. Arriving here on scene, taking out Karrion Kross, giving Reigns and Rollins the opportunity to put down the Authors of Pain. Ladies and gentlemen, I bet any money that the Shield are going to be taking over Monday Night Raw. What a tag team match. I'm going to catch myself a breath here, but ladies and gentlemen, I've been told that we are going to hear from Sami Zayn here live in Paris, France. Now, Sami Zayn's not listed to compete, but he's got something he's got to get off his chest here tonight. And I know this isn't Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown, but hey, Sami Zayn wants something to do here tonight. Let's see what Sami Zayn will have to say in front of Paris, France. What a night it has been. We are just 2 matches in, and this night has taken a toll. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome Sami Zayn to Backlash. Sami Zayn is fired up here for Backlash. It's been a minute, I believe, since we even seen Sami Zayn. I'm not sure if he's been even advertised yet throughout Universe Mode, but Sami Zayn is here, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to the Stade de France here tonight. 80,000 strong. Now, of course, we are in France, but Sami Zayn is a French individual, but of course, he's from Quebec, Montreal, as you will, but hey, that doesn't mean that's okay, but don't hate the fact he's from Montreal, but he is still a fellow Frenchman. And Sami Zayn is here tonight. Like I said, despite this not being just a normal Raw or SmackDown episode, but Sami Zayn had asked for some time here tonight in front of the WWE Universe. Well, this is very interesting. Not just to compete, but let's see what Sami Zayn has to say. I mean, listen to this crowd. And they're on their feet for Sami Zayn. I want to see more of Sami Zayn here in Universe Mode, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope that I've been told that he has been put on Monday Night Raw. I can't remember if he was drafted to Raw or not, but I guess he's a part of Monday Night Raw now, ladies and gentlemen, from what I've just been told.
Hello, WWE Universe. It's good to be here in Paris, France for Backlash. Now, it's been a minute since I felt like I've been deserved an opportunity to showcase my talents. I can say it's been nice supporting my peers backstage as well, the undisputed WWE Champion, Kevin Owens. Big match tonight, pal. I know you got this. Cody and CM Punk. Best luck to you both. You're gonna need it. But that's not what I came out here for. I feel that we're building a new era, whether it's Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown. And after tonight, we're on the road to Money in the Bank, where 6 men have the opportunity to put their bodies on the line, climb that ladder, and retrieve the briefcase. A briefcase that holds a contract for either the World Heavyweight Championship or the undisputed WWE Championship. Of course, no one knows who's going to be in that match, but what I can tell the WWE Universe that I declare myself Sami Zayn to be in that match. Of course, I'll qualify. That's why I've asked Shawn Michaels for a qualifying match tomorrow night on Raw. But I came out here to know who exactly my opponent will be. So, for whoever my opponent is tomorrow night on Raw, I will be ready for you. I am not going to give up this opportunity, and I will rise to the challenge, whatever is in front of me. Because this is a new era here in the WWE. This is going to be the Sami Zayn era.
Well, Sami Zayn feeling very confident here tonight. And he's got a qualification match for Money in the Bank on Monday Night Raw, and he believes that he wants this to be the Sami Zayn era. Oh, what the heck? What the heck? Oh. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, oh my God. What? This can't be. He can't be here. Ladies and gentlemen, Aleister Black is back. A long time ago on the old series of LyonsGamez Universe Mode, Aleister Black was a dominating individual. This is a new era, and Aleister Black has emerged from the shadows, from the darkness. But the fact, why is Aleister Black confronting Sami Zayn? I mean, Sami Zayn looks speechless. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe my eyes. But here in Paris, France, Aleister Black. First, Jon Moxley. I know Aleister Black. I did say I said expect the unexpected, but wow. Now this is not a match. We don't have a referee. Sami Zayn is not dressed to compete. I mean, hey, if this was a match, I wouldn't doubt like how amazing that would be. But to what? Why is Aleister Black here? and especially confronting Sami Zayn. They are staring at each other. Aleister Black. Even the WWE Universe is just as shocked as I am. Even Sami Zayn. Look at the eyes of Sami Zayn. Aleister Black and Zayn face to face here tonight. No word spoken. Oh! Aleister Black just laying waste with a black mass. And he's not done. A second black mass. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Aleister Black seizing a third black mass. Taking out Sami Zayn. To what does this mean? Aleister Black returning to the WWE and taking out Sami Zayn. Oh, I don't know what Triple H has planned for tonight, but man, we got more action to come. Aleister Black, welcome back. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's Tiffy time. Or is it? Will it be Tiffy time at the end of tonight if Tiffany Stratton can win the Women's Championship against Bianca Belair? We know that Tiffany Stratton has sent a message to Bianca Belair that she wants to be one of the best on SmackDown. And she's got to do that in order... If she wants to be the best, she's got to take out the EST.
It's scheduled for one fall, and it's for the WWE Women's Championship. Making her way to the ring from Prior Lake, Minnesota, Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton, the resident Barbie, making her way here tonight in front of Paris, France. I mean, it doesn't seem like that Paris really appreciates her here tonight. But she's not here for them. She's here for one thing, and that is the WWE Women's Championship. We don't have a current Women's Champion over on SmackDown. But will it be Tiffany Stratton, or will it be the EST of Friday nights? Bianca Belair arriving in style. And of course, her husband and Montez Ford, a part of the Street Profits, are the current WWE Tag Team Champions over on SmackDown. However, how amazing would it be for Bianca Belair if she could shut up Tiffany Stratton and become the first women's champion here in the LyonsGamez Universe mode. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this night just has been unbelievable. Like I said, Triple H setting the stone, thinking that this feels like WrestleMania vibes. Look at the stadium we are in here tonight. Stade de France, 80,000 strong. And of course, a massive return moments ago was Aleister Black laying waste to Sami Zayn. But for what reason? And only that, Jon Moxley taking out Karrion Kross backstage to help out Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins overcome Akam and Rezar. And of course, Damian Priest is the United States Champion. But ladies and gentlemen, we still have a Intercontinental Championship match. We still have a triple threat match for the Undisputed Championship. We have a World Heavyweight Championship match. And a last man standing match. We are just about halfway through the evening, my friends. And what a night it has been here in Paris, France, and I hope you have been enjoying as the night continues and Tiffany Stratton is looking to become a champion if she can beat Bianca Belair. Now, this match didn't really have a lot of build-up neither. However, Tiffany Stratton had sent a message on an episode of SmackDown. She took out Bianca Belair backstage, and Bianca Belair got the best of Tiffany Stratton in a tag team match this past episode of Friday Night SmackDown as Bianca Belair pinned Tiffany Stratton. making Naomi and Belair picking up a victory over Stratton and Roxanne Perez. But of course, Tiffany Stratton from her house, she sent a message to Bianca Belair, called her a biatch. I'm just going to say that instead, but Tiffany Stratton is not a fan of Bianca Belair, and she knows that Belair is one of the top of the women on SmackDown, and Tiffany Stratton, she's got to take out Bianca Belair if she wants to become a women's champion. But Bianca Belair, she has championship material written all over her, and she's going to show that here tonight. And Tiffany's trying to fight back from behind, lifting her up and just dropping her with the sidewalk slam. And Tiffany Stratton just not impressed here being in France, of course. Like, when we were in Toronto, she didn't even want to be in Toronto for SmackDown. She's just trying to pick an opportunity where to be. But she is here tonight, of course, competing. She had to be. And now that back stretcher, the knees driven in the back, but Tiffany Stratton fighting out of it. Now Belair went for a big boot, excuse me. And the chop slap by Tiffany there. As Belair trying to fight back. You can see Belair here in red. Tiffany Stratton looking like a Barbie as usual. And of course, she can definitely talk the talk, but can she walk the walk? Tiffany Stratton trying to become a champion here. No doubt about it. If she does lose this match, I do believe that Tiffany Stratton has a potential future of being a champion if she doesn't win. But hey, I can't predict what's to come at the end of this match. As Tiffany Stratton has a toll against Bianca here, face first off the announcer's table. And now Tiffany just staring down her opponent, trying to go after the leg, trying to work the knee here, slamming it hard on the mat, trying to add insult to injury here. But both women on their feet here, fighting back. Bianca Belair got a hold of Tiffany. Tiffany trying to counter here. And Tiffany got a hold of Belair, just throwing the neck back, trying to hurt Bianca. And again, going after the opposite knee, trying to take away the stance of Belair. I have to say, Belair, though, this is not looking good for her. As Tiffany has the leg tuck, now pulling back the arms. What in the hell is she looking to do? Holding her up there. Oh my God, look at the strength. Now, bending. I don't think the body should be bending that way. Absolutely not. But Belair trying to fight out of it. I don't think whatever that was fully locked in. But eating a clothesline, that spinning clothesline. Now Tiffany Stratton in trouble. Belair trying to fight back. Kick to the chest there. Forearm smash. And a chop slap. And Belair trying to fight back. Has the arms. And just dropping Tiffany Stratton down face first. Going for the cover. Is this it? Well, we see a new champion. One. And a kick out at one as Tiffany trying to stay in this match. Both women know what's in store. The winner will walk out of Backlash as the first women's champion on SmackDown. And Belair looking for the KOD, but the eye rake just in time. Tiffany Stratton taking a cheap shot to survive. Rolling her inside out. And Tiffany looking for the best moonsault ever. Connected. That's it. Out of surprise. 1, 2. No, and Belair kicks out at 2.5. Tiffany thought that was a 3 count. She believes the referee should have counted it faster. And of course, like I said over on SmackDown, this past episode, Tiffany Stratton did get pinned by Bianca Belair. Can we see that repeat here tonight? They do say history repeats itself, even though it was just on the last episode of SmackDown. And kissing her goodbye. Could this be it? Oh, the knee to the face. Belair standing strong as this match continues. All the way from there. What is she looking to do? Diving elbow, but no connection. And Tiffany Stratton dodged it. But Belair going for that form. Tiffany with the counter. And up and over with the power bomb. On 2, and a kick out again at 2 by Belair. That's Tiffany trying to take a second to herself. Just taunting Bianca Belair as Belair trying to recuperate. Went for a body splash in the corner. Did she connect it? A chop slap, but Belair with the counter. And Belair caught her, dropping her from behind here. Tiffany trying to roll out of the ring, trying to get a second to recuperate. Tiffany with the forearm there on the outside. And now using the rope, just rubbing it across the face. But Belair, she's playing it smart here. Up and over. We saw this earlier. Arms are hooked and counter by Tiffany. What a counter. It's Tiffany looking yet for another powerbomb, but a nice counter there by Belair. And a moonsault of her own from the springboard corner. Tiffany up and over. Got caught though, just like on SmackDown. She got caught with the KOD. This time it connected. It's Bianca Belair just dragging Tiffany Stratton, looking lifeless there. Looking for the count. 1, 2, 3, and just like that, Bianca Belair. Impressive victory. Oh my God, what a match. She was looking for that cover there. Excuse me, I kind of lost control of what I was going to say. I was devastated by the fact that Tiffany Stratton, despite all the trash talking she had towards Bianca Belair, she just got pinned again by the EST. But hey, give her credit to where credit's due. Tiffany Stratton put up a fight against one of the best. And Tiffany Stratton, don't sleep on her. Like I said, she has potential to be a future champion. I hope these two will eventually run it back. But hey, Money in the Bank is the next premium live event. Tiffany Stratton can always qualify for the briefcase. But what a match, ladies and gentlemen, as the night rolled on here in Paris, France. Bianca Belair has arrived, and now she leaves Backlash as the first women's champion, a part of the Blue Brand. But ladies and gentlemen, get ready for a banger, fella, as it is the Intercontinental Championship on the line between Solo Sikoa and Sheamus.
WWE Women's Champion, Bianca Belair.
And we got more action here for Backlash. Let's go.
The WWE Intercontinental Championship.
And it's time for yet another matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the Intercontinental Championship. We saw Damian Priest become the U.S. champion. Bianca Belair just became the women's champion over on SmackDown, but can Solo Sikoa, a man who put himself into a #1 contender spot, the Bloodline who arrived to Monday Night Raw, but Solo Sikoa, he's got his eyes focused. Look at this man. He's not even being accompanied by his new Bloodline that he brought over on Monday Night Raw of Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. Or even Jacob Fatu. I mean, we saw Jacob Fatu team up with Solo Sikoa. They did lose on Monday Night Raw to Ilya Dragunov and the Intercontinental Champion Sheamus. But here tonight, Solo Sikoa, I guess he wants to be solo. No pun intended. But look at his eyes. He is focused. He knows what's in store. He wants to bring gold to his family. But of course, Sheamus. Then again, Sheamus becoming the Intercontinental Champion on the first episode of Raw, beating Braun Breaker. Now, speaking of Braun Breaker, we haven't seen Braun Breaker since. But Solo Sikoa fired up here in Paris, France for Backlash. His eyes are set. That thumb is ready. Are we going to see a Samoan spike to the Celtic Warrior? this is going to be a fight. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's fight night here in Paris. That's the Celtic Warrior. Sheamus is here, fella. The Intercontinental Champion has arrived, which is very interesting as he is facing Solo Sikoa, a member of his bloodline, as Sheamus is wearing red here tonight. What a coincidence, eh? But Sheamus is here. This is gonna be a banger, as you will, as Sheamus always says. But he's got no backup. He doesn't have Ilya Dragunov here tonight. But Sheamus, I can say, he doesn't need any backup. All he needs is a bro kick and his 10 beats to the chest, and Solo Sikoa will be done. But will Solo Sikoa be able to hit a Samoan spike on the Celtic Warrior and take the Intercontinental Championship? I believe that the Intercontinental Championship is more of a workhorse title, a prestigious championship, and Sheamus brings that here tonight. This is his first title defense since even winning the title against Braun Breaker in the first episode of Raw, by the way.
From Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa.
You can see Solo's eyes focusing on that Intercontinental Championship.
Weighing in at 267 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
Sheamus, even the eyes of Sheamus. I mean, man, this is going to be something. What a night it has been already, though, with surprises of Jon Moxley and Aleister Black, and championships being crowned here tonight, of course. Bianca Belair and Damian Priest, but we still will be crowning a world champion later tonight. Demon Balor and Gunther, the ring general. And I've been told that match is going to be after this one, but following this match, we're going to hear from the Raw General Manager, Shawn Michaels. He's got some groundbreaking news. We'll see what Shawn Michaels will have to say here tonight. Now, which is interesting, Shawn Michaels is here tonight, the Raw General Manager, but the Final Boss is not here tonight. The Final Boss is busy doing his own thing with Hollywood as well, between Hollywood and being the SmackDown General Manager. But what I can tell you is this, that later tonight, who will represent SmackDown in that triple threat? Cody, Rhodes, CM Punk, or Kevin Owens. But what a back and forth there between Solo Sikoa and Sheamus. This match just started, and we saw a near fall there. Sheamus with a nice counter from Solo. Up and over with the strength by Sheamus and a backbreaker. Sheamus, he is ready to bring the fight to Solo here tonight. And like I said, no pun intended, Solo is out here by himself. He can always try to do things himself. He doesn't always need Tama Tonga or Tongaloa or even Jacob Fatu. We know the last few episodes, especially a couple episodes ago on Raw, we saw Sheamus go one-on-one with Jacob Fatu. I mean, things haven't really been in Jacob Fatu's favor since appearing on Monday Night Raw, but that's okay. He's still new to this universe mode. He's got to kind of get himself up there. But I guarantee you that someday Jacob Fatu will be a champion. And as Sheamus was taunting Solo came in with a flying body splash in the corner there. Now again, tying up between these two, Sheamus dropping him down. And Sheamus went for a clothesline, but Solo, and there's the double axe handle. Solo had hit an uppercut, but Sheamus countering. Now Sheamus has a hold of Solo against the ropes. Solo with a nice takedown. Now Solo using the ropes. There's a back body drop towards the champion with a cover on Sheamus. Could this be it? Oh, and a kick out before the 1 count. Referee Jessica Carr watching in as these two just try to find a way to beat the hell out of each other. Sheamus and Solo Sikoa, I would never thought I would be calling this match ever in my Universe Mode series. And Sheamus trying to fire up the crowd. A fellow European and Sheamus with the chop flop there, and Solo just taking him into the corner. Now Sheamus again just with the chop flops and a knee to the face. That forearm strike there to the back. Now the ground and pounding by Sheamus. Now Sheamus firing up here, but Solo ain't staying down. Has him up on his shoulders and using the ropes as leverage, just dropping him on the ropes. Now Solo trying to fire it up here, trying to call Sheamus to his feet. And Solo with an elbow drop. Now Sikoa taking control, but Sheamus with the counter. Both men back and forth. Of course, Sheamus believes he wants to be a fighting champion. He'll take on any challengers. Of course, this is his first title defense, but he's already kind of dealt with Solo Sikoa the last couple of episodes of Raw. I feel like these two are just adding insult to injury. These two beefy men, these beefy individuals. There's no vegetables in this match. It's just all meat here. Solo Sikoa and Sheamus. Sheamus, despite wearing red, maybe Sheamus just wants to tease Solo Sikoa. Maybe say like, hey, the title is going to go with someone wearing red tonight. Sheamus is slapping the hell out of Solo Sikoa. Shades of Gunther. And there's a knee strike in the corner by Sheamus. And Sheamus from behind. Up and over with the backbreaker again. The lower back of Solo. Hurts my back just watching. And now Sheamus taking a second on the outside. Just intimidating Solo on the outside. I'm not sure why exactly Sheamus went outside. I don't know what his intentions were. Now, again, the ground and pound by Sheamus. Bringing a fight here to Solo. And now the thumbs are up and the thumbs are down. The Sheamus looking to capitalize with some white noise here. Dropping Solo in the corner. Now Solo, dazed and confused as Sheamus. Went for an uppercut there. Sheamus got caught, or Solo caught him with the roll-up though. With the cover, 1, and a roll-up by Sheamus. 1, 2, and just like how this match started, Solo with the counter. And a kick out at 1. And Sheamus out of nowhere with the big brogue kick. Is that it? 1, 2, no, and Solo fights out. Sheamus can't believe his eyes out of nowhere. Solo got hit with a massive brogue kick. But Solo's still in this match with Sheamus. The arms are hooked from above. That inverted. I was going to say inverted. Looks like a razor edge, kind of, I would say. Whatever that was. But Solo trying to fight back. Solo trying to pick himself up in this match mentally. You can see his body kind of just dazed and confused slightly. Nonetheless, is Sheamus going for the strikes. Or Solo not give it up. Looking for a Simone spike. Sheamus caught him. Now Solo again. I think Solo was trying to find it. And then Sheamus had the arm hooked. With the Celtic cross. With the cover. 1, 2, 3. And it wasn't a brogue kick to put him away. It was a Celtic cross. And Sheamus putting away Solo Sikoa here tonight. All by himself. And Sheamus proving why the Intercontinental Championship is a working horse title. But who will be next in line for the Celtic Warrior? Sheamus. I want to see these two guys run it back eventually. But of course, Shawn Michaels is standing backstage here in Paris, France. And he's got some groundbreaking news for the future of Raw and SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to see what Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, the Raw General Manager, has to say here tonight.
Here is your winner, and still the WWE Intercontinental Champion, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus!
WWE Universe, I hope that you're all enjoying Backlash here tonight. What a night it's been, and it's going to get even better. I just wanted to bring some breaking news for the future of Raw and SmackDown. As the Raw General Manager, I've sat down this week with the final boss, The Rock, SmackDown's General Manager, and we've decided that we need to expand our women's division. There's a lot of talented women on both brands who feel they aren't being utilized enough. And we agreed on something that the WWE Universe can get behind, so here's what is going to happen. Starting this Monday night on Raw, we begin a Women's Tag Team Championship tournament. Teams from Raw and SmackDown will participate as we will crown our first Women Tag Team Champions at the next Premium Live event, Money in the Bank. Tomorrow night, we kick the tournament off with Alba Fire and Isla Dawn as they take on Katana Chance and Caden Carter. Enjoy the rest of the night, everyone.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is something we can get behind. Another tournament in store for Raw and SmackDown this time to crown WWE Women Tag Team Champions.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Making his way to the ring, representing Imperium from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds.
Well, more on that on Monday Night Raw, as we will see two new teams face each other here on LyonsGamez Universe Mode. But I want to turn my attention to this match, especially this man. What we saw this past Monday night on Raw, taking out Finn Balor just days before this World Championship matchup. Gunther and Finn Balor, they basically both won their respected triple threat matches on episode 1. Guaranteeing them a shot to become the first world champion. But Finn Balor believed in order to take down the ring general, Finn Balor has to bring out his inner demons, and that is what he's doing here right now, as the demon has arrived here in France. But Gunther got the last laugh on Monday Night Raw, taking out Finn Balor. And what a bizarre ending to Monday Night Raw that was for Gunther. But for all we know, despite it's not just about the physicality of a match, it's the mentality. But I think that this could all be wrong for Finn Balor. Maybe Finn Balor may not win this match, because for all I know, Gunther might be a demon himself. Who knows? But either way, this is going to be a hard-hitting matchup. But ladies and gentlemen, Demon Balor emerging from the shadows, and he is here in Paris, France. Will Demon Balor put down the ring general, or will Gunther slay the demon? You know, it was interesting because Gunther was wearing black, and usually a priest wears black. And Gunther says if Finn Balor's demon needs a priest, then call Gunther a priest, because Gunther will definitely put the demon back to where he belongs, and that is hell. And these two, I mean, this is going to be interesting. Like I did say, it's not all about a physical match. It's not about the physicality. But what it is about mentality. And when the demon is arrived, when the demon is here, Finn Balor is in a different mindset. We'll see what happens momentarily, as the winner of this match will walk into Monday Night Raw as the World Heavyweight Champion. But who will leave Paris, France as the undisputed WWE Champion following this match? It will be a triple threat between CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, and Kevin Owens. And then I've been told, ladies and gentlemen, our main event will be the last man standing match between Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton. As Finn Balor, Demon Balor, utilizing this energy, this different energy around him, in hopes to take down the ring general and bring the World Heavyweight Championship to the Judgment Day. This is still Finn Balor, just this is Demon Balor, of course, but is he 100% after what Gunther did on Monday Night Raw? He may be a demon right now with his mentality, but physically, is he 100%? And maybe that's what Finn Balor is trying to do, trying to bring out a different side of Gunther, and we kind of saw that the way Monday Night Raw ended. So Gunther and Demon Balor. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. We find out who is our World Heavyweight Champion after this match. Monday Night Raw's champions will be set at the conclusion of this match. And of course, SmackDown, we have all our champions. And when we return with Universe Mode for Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, we will have official show intros. I did promise you that. As Finn Balor trying to back off of Gunther, but Gunther taking a cheap shot. Man, this is interesting. I never would believe I would ever call this match in Universe Mode. But Gunther and Demon Balor, but Gunther just unleashing a fury here against the Demon. Like it said, is Balor's intention maybe just trying to bring out a different side of Gunther? But I did say I'm a betting man sometimes, and I believe that Demon Balor has what it takes to bring the world title. Well, Gunther, he hasn't really spoken a word since he arrived here today to Paris. He's more focused on putting away the demon, sending him back to hell. And watch out for Jessica Carr. I mean, second match in a row for her to be refereeing, and she almost got taken up at the ring general at the hands of the Demon King. Now Finn Balor, Demon Balor going up top here. Middle of the rope, as he will. Calling up Gunther. And there's a double knee, the meteor aura, however you ever pronounce it, excuse me. There's some words I can't say. It's happened, but the double knees to the face there by Finn Balor. As Finn Balor trying to stand his ground and to keep the ring general down here in Paris. This night has been amazing here in the Stade de France. 80,000 strong of the WWE Universe for Backlash here in LyonsGamez Universe Mode. And if you haven't joined the LyonsGamez Universe Mode revolution, all you have to do is hit that subscribe, leave a like on this video. And if you haven't checked out any of the gameplays here on the channel, I hope you do. So we are continuing to grow the LyonsGamez Nation. Be a part of the Lions Den, as you will. As Finn Balor with that drop kick. We obviously know that the fellow Judgment Day members, JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio, currently hold the World Tag Team Championships. And a double arm suplex there by Gunther. Gunther trying to keep the Demon down now. The tables have turned briefly in this matchup as this match continues, and you can see the face paint kind of wearing down the face of the Demon. Of course, Finn Balor, still the same man behind the face paint. But will Gunther be able to overcome the odds? As Gunther just dropping down Balor. And now bringing another strike to the face. The ground and pound by the ring general. And standing at attention. Are we looking at the future world champion here after this match? Who leaves Paris with the world title? Like I did say, this has WrestleMania vibes this whole night. This stadium we're in. And of course, our next premium live event will be Money in the Bank. We do not have a determined location, but I assure we will let you know when and where Money in the Bank will be. As Gunther trying to bring a strike battle here to Finn Balor. You can see the face paint just kind of already gone off the face of Finn. Back and forth between these two. And the strike by Gunther. And the strike by Balor. Who's going to give up here? There's a clothesline by Gunther. As Balor in trouble. Gunther trying to stand his ground again. Just stomping on the arm of Balor, trying to take away that arm. But Balor with the counter. Now got caught by Balor. Gunther in trouble. Gunther trying to fight out, trying to escape. Center of the ring here. Now Gunther. Oh. There's a massive headbutt to the Demon. Back and forth, counter after counter. These two know each other well inside this ring. They're showing it here, but Finn Balor, the Demon, with a shotgun drop kick into the corner with the cover. Is this at 1, 2, and Gunther fighting at 2. Gunther stays in this match. There's still hopes for the ring general. But Balor from behind with that arm takedown, a neck breaker. Now Gunther trying to roll out of the ring, trying to hold the ropes for leverage, trying to give himself a breathing chance. Gunther going up top is Balor. With the counter, just tossing Gunther from the top. Gunther laying down as Finn Balor with the coup de grace, but no counter. There's a drop kick by Gunther. What a counter by the ring general. Now Gunther sending Finn Balor to the outside. On the outside now, what can they do? And the strength of Gunther overpowering the quickness of Finn Balor with a power bomb on the announcer's table. Now Gunther again picking his target. And the back. Again, a powerbomb on the announcer's table. You can feel the back just watching this match of Finn Balor. Despite being attacked backstage on Monday Night Raw, Finn Balor is not looking good right now, despite with his Demon persona. And there's a powerbomb with the cover. 1, 2, no, and he fights out. The Demon is still alive, ladies and gentlemen. But Gunther, again, Gunther with another power bomb. And Gunther with a clothesline, just laying waste to the Demon. And Gunther for the third consecutive time, a power bomb again. This time it's it. This has to be it. One, two, there was a 3. That was a 3. Excuse me. I was a little slow counting myself. I was just devastated for the Demon. But this was definitely a more vicious side of the ring general Gunther. But, ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it. The ring general Gunther is your world heavyweight champion for Monday Night Raw. What in the hell did we just witness? I thought the Demon was gonna unleash fury, but it seemed to me that this just brought out a different side of Gunther in the end. The question is Gunther a demon himself, mentally? And did we just witness Finn Balor, the man, dressed in face paint? But either way, ladies and gentlemen, we have now a world champion for Monday Night Raw. And it is the ring general Gunther, as he celebrates his title victory here tonight in Paris, France for Backlash. We still have 2 more matches to conclude tonight's premium live event, as we find out next who becomes the undisputed WWE champion, who represents SmackDown as the face of the brand. Will it be Kevin Owens? Will it be Cody Rhodes or CM Punk? We find out, as Kevin Owens has a date with 2 undisputed contenders. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the co-main event of the evening.
It's a triple threat match, and it's for the undisputed WWE Championship.
It's our co-main event of the evening. And here comes the Second City Saint. Here comes the best in the world, CM Punk. Because it is clobbering time.
Introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
And CM Punk is a man on a mission to become the undisputed WWE champion. He is not here to make friends. He is here to be a champion, and he doesn't... I mean, he respects Cody Rhodes, of course, but Kevin Owens he does not. And on SmackDown, CM Punk had Kevin Owens beat, but Kevin Owens did fight out the count of 10 and of the count out, and CM Punk then laid waste Kevin Owens to a clothesline. However, CM Punk knows that he would have won that match. No doubt about it, my friends. But CM Punk could become champion here tonight. He's just got to put down Cody Rhodes, a man he respects, and he's got to put down Kevin Owens. Now, of course, the question remains, who is going to be the true face of SmackDown? Who is going to be the true face to represent the brand? Will it be this man? Has Cody regretted his decision of selling out? Is this a plan in the making for Cody Rhodes? I don't know, because we did see Cody Rhodes say no to The Rock. He told The Rock to go F himself. But Cody Rhodes is doing this for his family. Will Cody Rhodes walk out as undisputed champion? And of course, as Cody Rhodes' theme song says, there's more than one royal family. We know that the tribal chief, the
challenger from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
We know that the final boss, The Rock, of course a Samoan dynasty, but nonetheless, Cody Rhodes declining that The Rock wants Cody's soul. But Cody says, no way, Jose. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for everyone around here tonight. Cody Rhodes is walking in this match like knowing he crossed the line with the final boss, but he knows what could happen. But if Cody Rhodes wins this match and he becomes the Undisputed Champion, what would that mean? Especially after what he did to The Rock on SmackDown. Unfortunately for Kevin Owens, he doesn't care what The Rock says because he knows he's not the face of SmackDown. Kevin Owens has always been fighting against the world, and you can see the shirt he is wearing now. It says Main Event KO because he knows that since he's champion, he belongs in the main event. But Kevin Owens did say something in French on SmackDown. I will translate it for you, my friends, from what I've been told. He said he has no respect for Punk and Cody. He does not care about them. He told them to go F themselves, and Kevin Owens is going to leave here tonight, still the Undisputed Champion. He said he's the People's Champion. Has Kevin Owens sold out to The Rock? The crowd here tonight chanting CM Punk's name. That's what they do day in and day out. They chant for CM Punk. This is a WrestleMania main event, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting it here at Backlash, here in Paris, France. I told you that this night had been a WrestleMania-worthy night. And there goes Cody Rhodes to the outside, taking a second to watch his competition. Unfinished business between Owens and Punk, but Owens with the cover and Cody breaking it out. I would never imagine to see these three collide in a match, especially for the Undisputed WWE Championship, but I feel for Cody. Cody crossed the line with the final boss. If Cody wins this match, what is next for Cody Rhodes? Is his life going to be a living hell to deal with the final boss on SmackDown? CM Punk wins. He does what he wants. He's got the thing that he wants is the title. And Kevin Owens believes that CM Punk doesn't have any friends because nobody wants to be his friend. But Punk said he's not here to have friends. He's here to become champion, to make money. And Cody Rhodes is trying to go after anyone in his sight here because he's doing it for the WWE Universe. He's doing it for his daughter and his family. Kevin Owens with that neck breaker. Punk looking to go after Owens here with the forearm smash. Unfinished business between these two after a count-out victory. But my question is, why is Charles Robinson counting out during a triple threat? Now, please ignore Charles Robinson making a... what? Okay, well, I've been told that despite this match being a triple threat, there are still countouts. Championship advantage, I guess, for Kevin Owens. So, that means if CM Punk and Cody Rhodes gets counted out, this match is over for them. Well, that doesn't make sense, but this match was set by the final boss, The Rock, so I guess this is Kevin Owens' favor for being a champion, I guess. That makes no sense. Anyways, I'm just doing my job trying to commentate, that's all, but Charles Robinson doesn't know this. No count out though towards CM Punk or Kevin Owens on the outside, but the Anaconda Vice locked in on Cody, but I believe Cody escaped it as Kevin Owens. Charles Robinson started a 10 count, but Owens with that kendo stick to Cody and going after Punk. Of course, there's no disqualification somehow. But Owens with the cover there, and the count of 1 is Punk staying in this matchup. Cody Rhodes on the outside. Please ignore Charles Robinson in the 10 count, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure exactly why The Rock had planned this towards Punk and Cody. It's Cody Rhodes trying to fight the odds here. There's Punk going after Cody. Caught him with the DDT. There's Punk going after Cody. I would like to see Cody and Punk one-on-one down the line. This would be a very intriguing matchup after that pedigree. Now Kevin Owens going up top. Punk is down. There's a frog splash on a Punk, and the kendo stick is exploding. There's a stunner on Cody out of nowhere. With the cover by Owens, is this it? 1, 2, 3, no, and a kick out of 2.5. That could have been it for Owens. As Cody fights out, like Cody said, he's doing this for his family. And he's still in this match, and so is Punk. It's a hot potato for the title. Who's going to walk away with the gold? It's Punk going after Cody here. With the clothesline turning inside out Cody. Now Punk has Owens in the corner. Signature knee into the clothesline. Now Punk up and over, looking for the go to sleep. Connects Owens with the go to sleep. We saw that on SmackDown on the outside. Cover here. 1, 2, and Owens fights out. Cody makes it back inside the ring. As Owens up on his feet, going back to the outside. Punk has a hold of Cody. Cody fighting back. And an the leg to the head there. And now Owens and Cody looking like they're working together. Cover on Punk here. Cody making a save. I can't tell. It looks like Cody's busted open. I don't think he is. Maybe it was just the lighting. There's a stunner taking out Owens to the outside as Cody fired up, looking towards Punk here. And Cody was looking for a crossroad, but Punk caught him with the clothesline. And a strike by Cody. Owens from behind has a hold of Cody, sending him against the ropes. One for a back elbow, but Owens in trouble. Punk was looking for a GTS right in front of Cody there. Cody with the clothesline stunner to Owens. And now Owens has a hold of Cody. Punk is down after the stunner, sending Cody against the ropes. Owens not going for a cover. Punk is down. This match could have been over. But Owens is going after Cody possibly on the outside. Steel chair in hand by the champion. Punk sending the champion over the top. It's a free-for-all on the outside. With Punk showing up to the France crowd here tonight for Backlash. Cody has a hold of Punk. Looking for a suplex, but Punk from behind. There's a spin-out powerbomb, shades of a blue thunder bomb. Now Punk has Owens in the corner. Cody in the corner as well. Punk is taking a second as both... Oh, that was not good for Punk as Cody took an advantage. Now Cody going after Owens here. Looking. Dropping him down. Now Cody with the steel chair. Punk has the arms hooked. Looking for the backbreaker, but can't get a connected move. Oh, and there's a clothesline again by Cody. That was Owens trying to fight back. But I believe Cody... I don't know exactly where the spot was, but Owens is busted open. This does not look good for Owens as Cody has a hold of the champion from up top. Looking for a stalling suplex. Punk with a steel chair in behind. What a suplex there by Cody toward Owens. Now Punk with a chair shot again, this time connecting. What a co-main event this is. Cody busted open now after that steel chair shot. Punk just laying waste with a steel chair. And now, again, with the Anaconda Vice locked in. Will Cody tap? Wait, Cody tapped, but the ref got taken out by Owens. Very smart move by Owens there, taking out the ref, but Cody tapped and Charles Robinson didn't see it. This match still continues as the referee up on his feet. There's a pop-up powerbomb by Owens. And now Owens going after Cody on the outside. What in the hell? What a match this is. On behalf of Kevin Owens, making a save for himself. And now Owens with a stunner, but Cody tapped. As Owens looking for the cover here. 1, 2, and a kick out of 1 is Punk. A very slow count by Charles Robinson. And now Owens trying to fight, taking out Cody here. Cody's trying to get his way back inside this ring. Punk caught Cody. Punk caught Cody. Went for the DTS, but Cody, Punk with the counter again. And again, trying to hoist him up. Cody busted open. Owens busted open. What a match. Cody from behind. Cody, what a counter. Cody with the crossroads to Owens, to the champion. And now Punk with the chop slap. Punk taking down Cody. Someone's got to go for the cover. Punk is calling up Owens, trying to put him away. Unfinished business after SmackDown. But Owens, that costed Punk. And now Owens with a drop kick, landing almost on Cody on the outside. My goodness gracious, what a match. What a co-main event. And Cody was taken apart of the announcer table. Kevin Owens got him with a steel chair to the back of the neck. This is not looking good for Cody here tonight. Punk and Owens again inside the ring. Punk looking for that suplex, but Punk just got countered by Owens' counter. Cody taking out Owens. Holy moly. The chaos in this match. Now springboard DDT, but Cody caught him. And Cody looking for the inverted suplex faceplant to Owens. And now Cody with a moonsault taking Punk to the outside. That might cost Punk some time. But Cody fired up on his feet in front of the WWE Universe. Cody with a crossroads. Cover by Cody here. But Punk back in the ring and making a save. My God. Who is leaving here tonight with the undisputed WWE Championship? Cody taking out Punk with that side slam Uranagi. And Owens with a counter. 1, and a roll up here. 1, 2, 3, and just like that, Cody caught Owens by surprise. We got a new champion. Wow. Cody Rhodes surprising Kevin Owens with a roll-up as Punk was down and out. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, what a title match this was. However, Kevin Owens unsuccessful in his defense. But Cody Rhodes with a smirk on his face and just believed that he just did that. Crossing the line with the final boss just days before Backlash, and now Cody Rhodes. Man, Cody Rhodes is now the undisputed WWE champion on SmackDown. What a matchup, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what's next for this man, though. He knows now he's got the title, but he's got to deal with the final boss. Ladies and gentlemen,
And the new undisputed WWE champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
that is a sign of sacrifice, standing up to a challenge and doing what's best for yourself. Cody Rhodes is the undisputed champion of Friday Night SmackDown. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. It is a last man standing match. And it is a main event match here tonight for Backlash. And here comes this self-proclaimed legend killer. His plan is to put down Randy Orton here tonight. Drew McIntyre.
Making his way to the ring from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, McIntyre.
Man, this night, it comes to an end here tonight with this match. I just had to take a drink because I have to say cheers to what a night it has been. Triple H has graced us with an incredible first premium live event between Raw and SmackDown, and I have to say, but this man right here, Randy Orton, a legend in this business, has been struck a few times, not physically as well, but just mentally by Drew McIntyre.
His opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 295 pounds, the Viper, Randy.
And I can say, I know we do things a little different here on Lions Games, regardless when it comes to universe mode or gaming, but we do our best, and I think that one of the best indeed is Randy Orton, as you will here tonight. Randy Orton is focused than ever, and he wants to get revenge on a man who tried to end his career at the end of Monday Night Raw. These two were involved in a triple threat with Finn Balor, but Randy Orton was taken out by Drew McIntyre by a Claymore and took him out. And Randy Orton vows to punt Drew McIntyre and not have him answer the count of 10. This is a last man standing match. If you can't keep your opponent down until the count of 10, like, what do you have to do? And Randy Orton believes he's going to, in his words, kill. Drew McIntyre will have to kill Randy Orton for Randy Orton to stay down here tonight. I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but I am ready for this main event of the evening as we conclude our first premium live event here in Paris, France for Backlash. And these two monsters of men, a self-proclaimed legend killer in the making of Drew McIntyre and the true legend killer of Randy Orton. The fact that Drew McIntyre does consider Randy Orton to be the legend, of course, which Randy Orton is respectively a legend in this business, but Drew McIntyre wants to put down Randy Orton. He blames Randy Orton for Drew McIntyre's opportunity to be here tonight to be challenging for that world championship. But now Gunther stands strong as the world champion heading into Raw. But one of these men will head into Raw knowing that they could not answer the count of 10 here tonight. Randy Orton showing off to the crowd here, looking to go outside with a crossbody, but McIntyre moved out of the way. Now both men just doing whatever they can do. Why is there a count out during this match? I'm not sure. The referee is drunk, ladies and gentlemen. ignore his 10 count. As Randy Orton trying to find anything to do, anything he can find to put away Drew McIntyre. Kendo stick in hand by the Viper. Of Drew McIntyre back inside the ring. Up and over goes Drew on the shoulders of Orton. And Drew fighting back. Now, in my old series, Drew McIntyre was briefly the world champion. But no doubt about it, he will be a world champion in this series once again. As Randy Orton as well, maybe hopefully before he puts his boots up, he gets that title one more time. But there's a lot of superstars in this series that I haven't utilized. We're going to be changing that for the future of this Universe mode, of course. We're just getting started once again, and we do hope that you continue to join the LyonsGamez revolution in Universe mode. And Drew McIntyre hopes you continue to watch him beat down Randy Orton here tonight. With that kendo stick in hand. But the Scottish psychopath. And just exploding that kendo stick on the back of Orton. And again, the steel chair. Lying waste on the Viper and a clothesline, ensuring that Orton stayed down. Drew McIntyre very vicious in this matchup. His intentions are clear though, and that is trying to end the career of Randy Orton. This is not a WrestleMania match, ladies and gentlemen, but like I said, this whole night just has those vibes, and even this main event. Orton was looking for that Boston Crab there, but even if Drew McIntyre taps, this match still will not be done. You have to incapacitate your opponent. There's a Claymore. Could that be it? As Drew McIntyre taking a second. A Claymore putting down Orton. The referee with the fast count, it seems like. Count of 7. As Orton getting up at a count of 8. Drew McIntyre trying to figure out what he can do else to put away Orton here tonight. Orton looking to go old school. Looking for that DDT. And just dropping McIntyre face first. Almost into that broken kendo stick. But a count of 2. Almost a count of 3. And there's an RKO. RKO, out of nowhere. And Orton just loving it. That could potentially be it. Well, McIntyre trying to fight out here. And almost a count of 6 as Orton showing off to the WWE Universe, but Drew from behind, costing Orton there. And now the strength of McIntyre just squeezing and tossing Orton there. Orton in trouble as McIntyre trying to get himself back into this match. Trying to show off his strength from what he had started. Now McIntyre taking Orton to the outside. Now McIntyre, there's a look in his face. What is his intentions here? Taking a part of the announcer table. Orton trying to go back in the ring. McIntyre didn't see Orton get back in the ring. As Orton playing it tricky here. Looking for that back suplex on the hardest part of the ring. Now McIntyre with that big shoulder block takedown, almost taking out the ring announcer here. And now Drew McIntyre has a hold of Orton on the announcer table. Where the hell is Drew going? I've never seen Drew do this before. Drew McIntyre with a body splash to the table. Oh my God. But he's not letting the ref do his 10 count. There's a headbutt. Orton down and out after the headbutt. Orton's dazed, confused, lifeless on the outside here. McIntyre with that vicious headbutt after a body splash through the announcer table. Trying to get Orton back inside the ring. I'm going to have to talk to management because we should not be seeing countouts during a last man standing match. This is ridiculous. The referees are trying to screw our wrestlers over here tonight. But I feel like Orton can't even get back in the ring. McIntyre is trying to figure out what he can do. McIntyre was looking at the ref. Now Orton back inside the ring. And a strike battle between the two. This match has been all Drew McIntyre, I would say, but Orton did capitalize with an RKO out of nowhere at one point. Who's going to be the last man standing? This is a WrestleMania matchup. This is our main event here tonight for Backlash. We know that our next premium live event is Money in the Bank. Drew McIntyre with another Claymore. That has to be it. Orton is down. Drew McIntyre just took off that turnbuckle padding. He's looking at Orton, saying that this is it. McIntyre fired up, but that was a count of 7. Orton got up after that massive Claymore. What is holding Orton here together? My goodness gracious. I thought Randy Orton was done. I thought that was it. But he is proving why he is the apex predator, why he is the Viper, and face first off the exposed turnbuckle. And now the busted open of Randy Orton. The blood has begun. But Orton trying to fight back. Come on, Orton. Put down Drew here tonight, Orton, and get your revenge. There's a kick to the head by McIntyre. We know that over the years, though, Orton doesn't really have the best neck coming into this match, and multiple Claymores, that just adds more damage. And a stomp on the face. McIntyre proving why he is the self-proclaimed new legend killer of the WWE. He wants to put away Orton here tonight. But what would be next for Drew? Will it be Money in the Bank? Will it be a shot at the World Championship? Will it be another target? As Drew has a hold of Randy Orton. Again, face first in that exposed turnbuckle. Using that for assistance. And here's the final count. 3, 2, 1. Again, a Claymore. And that is it. Drew McIntyre knows that is it. Drew McIntyre, he knows Orton is not getting up after that, ladies and gentlemen. This match is done. Drew McIntyre with a smirk on his face. Orton has not moved. And just like that, a legend has fallen here tonight in Paris, France. Randy Orton has fallen at the hands of Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre, he did what he came to do. He said he was going to cut the head off the snake. And Drew McIntyre is your last man standing. Now, I don't know what holds in line next for Randy Orton. I don't know what holds in line next for Drew McIntyre. But what I can tell you is next time we come to you for a premium live event, it will be Money in the Bank, ladies and gentlemen. Monday Night Raw, we will be back as we are taking a break for holidays from Universe Mode. We will be back. We will be back for Monday Night Raw with a new chapter for Universe Mode. As Randy Orton. I feel for Randy Orton here tonight, but Drew McIntyre came to do what he did. As we sign off from Paris, France, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dan from LyonsGamez. Good night, everybody.